It's a human side when things go wrong, when the sin of believing and temptation is wrong. If they lies to us and turn down, if they lies to us and love down, nobody, somebody got it, get up here, everybody die. May I get in my body, if you are, don't say that time. May I get in my body. If you're don't say that time, but it's all the nature of but you keep getting me sick of the time. On this side, it's a human side. When things go wrong, when the center relating and temptation's wrong, into the boundary of which very time, and it's no sacrifice, just a simple love. It's too hard living, it's sacrifice.
Anyway. Which will misunderstand after the fact. Oh, hearted are done by something's looking bad, just passing through, and it's no sacrifice, just a simple one. It's too hard living, it's sacrifice, sacrifice, just a simple one. It's too hard living, it's sacrifice.
A very pleasant good evening and welcome to From Our Hearts with Radhika and Ken, right here on Island Zone Radio. You know, it's a kind of muggy day. The rain just started just a couple of minutes ago, my dear co-host. How are you doing today? It's a little hot, right?
I am doing peachy. I am doing fine.
You peachy?
Yeah.
And so
Peachy,
is our guest.
itchy, right. And
Right.
look at our guest, right? Look at him. Very dazzling over there, very dapper. Um, First of all, I would like to welcome you, Randy, to the show this evening. But let's welcome and thank
Thank you for having me.
all our viewers for their support, their continued support. Yes, it's Monday night. It's I know it's usually 8 o'clock, but today it's 8:30, and we are on. It's from our hearts with Radhika and Ken, with the talented and the handsome Mr. Randy Madre. But before we go on, Randy, I just want to say a happy fourth anniversary to the Island Zone Radio, of which we are all part and parcel. Ryan Jeffrey and his team are on. We are on a groundbreaking track here in IZR, I would say, and from our hearts with Radhika and Ken, and from also from the Ken Rampersad show, we are getting ready to kick it up a notch here. Congratulations to all the hosts, Diraj Gairam, Kenneth Rampasad, the hostesses, Shamiza Ali, myself, all the DJs. There's a lot of DJs on the programs here tonight, all the time. I think it's all day round, right? 24 hours.
Right, we're on
Yeah,
12 hours.
24 hours, yes. So shout out to all the DJs and all the hosts and hostesses of IZR family, the Island Zone family, not forgetting the one who oversees, the overseer of all of it, Rowena Lau, all the way from Fort Lauderdale. So what I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, this evening we will come back to birthday greetings and shout outs, anniversaries, etc. in a little while. But tonight it is it is an it's all about Randy Madre and fashion, right? Guyana fashion industry is at its peak right now. The traditional and worldly designs that we have been seeing over and over are getting replaced with innovative trends and takes of new, upcoming, talented, and creative designs, of which our Randy here is one of the trendsetter, right? Today we are very honored and privileged to have you with us. You're one of the most revolutionary and innovative fashion designer presently, a young entrepreneur, not only making waves in Guyana, but in the Caribbean, South America, and South America. You're also making your legendary name worldwide, right? Um, as an international fashion designer. He is the CEO of Randy Madre, a clothing and fashion brand based in Guyana, and the national director of the Miss Guyana Culture Queen,
Yeah.
and Miss Emerald
Yes,
Guyana,
yes.
renowned pageant. He's a renowned pageant coach and consultant. All right, fashion designer Randy Madre is one of our Guyanese going down in history, right? Um, I have to say we are very very proud of you, very very proud of your achievements, and let's take it over. Let's get to know a little bit about Randy, your background. You have surpassed the expectations of many, even those in the fashion industry in Guyana. You are regarded in some circles as the king of pageant gowns right now. That's real, right? Yeah. And after outfitting more than 100 beauty queens, Randy Madre is still astonishing us with new creations, and his name is synonymous in Guyana and the Caribbean with exclusive, one of a kind pageantry and costume designs. And this is just the beginning. This is a young man. He has way to go in front. And this is, he plans to continue doing what he loves best. And he has proven that he's absolutely great at what he does. Um, he showcases his creativity and talent to the whole world. Randy possesses a fantastic designing talent, and he is eagerly sought after the ladies, including our first lady, Arya Ali. Right, you design all her gowns too, I guess. Well, most of it maybe anywhere, right? So let's get to know Randy growing up as a child and a young man a little bit. Where in Guyana are you from, Randy?
So originally, I am from Medabank is a little fishing village located by Banks DIH. In Medabank, you could find the wharf that everybody runs to at 4 in the morning to get the freshest of fish. And, we grew up in that little community with a very tight knitted extended family. It was pretty much one yard with two houses, all family, cousins, aunt, uncle, grandfather, the very Guyanese experience.
Yes.
Right.
And so we've always been a very supportive bunch of each other. My childhood was very fun, very close to my family.
So do you think that being Meadowbank sounds like such a beautiful place. You say there's a wharf, and so you have the, I guess, the ocean, the sea around nearby. I'm not sure. I've never heard of
The
of
Demerara
Demerara
River,
River.
actually.
The Demerara River, right? That should be beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, and because you the ambience there, did your childhood there have an impact um, on you, like uh, an impact on who you became and this grand young man that you grew up to be?
Most
Most
definitely.
definitely,
My
my
family,
family,
because we've
because
been
we've
so
been so
tight
tight
knitted, we
knitted,
didn't
we
grow
didn't
up
grow up
as the
as
most
the most
fortunate
fortunate
people.
people.
We
We
grew up
grew up
learning to
learning
be
to be
contented with
contented
what
with
we
what we
have and
have and
make
make
use
use
of
of
what is
what is
available
available
to
to
us. And
us.
I
And I
think
think
in the
in the
long
long
run,
run,
even with
even with
what I
what I
do
do
now
now
and
and
all the
all the
excitement, the
excitement, the
glitz, the
glitz, the
glamour, the
glamour, the
fame that
fame that
comes with
comes with
this,
this,
it
it
definitely
definitely
has
has
forced me
forced me
to
to
remain
remain
humble
humble
and
and
kind and
kind and
courteous and
courteous and
compassionate to
compassionate to
people,
people,
which I
which
think
I think
is
is
they're
they're
very
very
important
important
qualities in
qualities in
anyone's life,
anyone's life,
regardless of
regardless of
what
what
industry you're
industry you're
from.
from.
All right, I think somebody is saying that if you can lower the volume a little bit, they can hear you too well.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
did.
did.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So, did you always want to create fashion, be a designer? And I know you had an interest in business management also, which blends very well with what you're doing with your franchise these days as an entrepreneur. So, was fashion always on your mind?
Um,
Um,
I
I
wouldn't say
wouldn't say
fashion
fashion
foremost, but
foremost, but
art.
art.
Smart.
I
I
grew up
grew up
with a
with a
family that
family that
had
had
somewhat of
somewhat
an
of an
artistic
artistic
background from
background
my
from my
mother's
mother's
side.
side.
And my
And my
grandmother, she
grandmother,
was
she
a
was a
seamstress.
seamstress.
She's
She's
always
always
intrigued by
intrigued by
what
what
she's
she's
doing
doing
and
and
creating.
creating.
But
But
truthfully,
truthfully,
my
my
first
first
career choice
career
was a
choice was a
forensic
forensic
pathologist.
pathologist.
And
And
then
then
when I got
when I
a
got
little more
a little more
exposed to
exposed
what's
to what's
happening in the
happening in
fashion
the fashion
industry,
industry,
growing up, we would always
we would
look at the
always
Miss
look at the Miss
Universe
Universe
pageant, the Miss
pageant, the Miss
Universe Guyana
Universe Guyana
pageant,
pageant,
the different
the
Miss
different Miss
Guyanas and so
Guyanas
on.
and
And
so on.
some
And
of those
some of
queens
those
actually
queens
run
actually run
in the veins
in
of
the
my
veins
mother's
of my
family.
mother's family.
That's something that we
That's
never
something that we never
missed.
missed.
And I think
I
those
think
shows
those shows
inspired me to
inspired me
fall
to
in
fall
love
in
with it.
love
I
with
already
it. I
had
already
a
had a
creative knack
creative knack
for
for
things,
things,
more into
more into
craft and
craft
drawing
and
and
drawing and
painting.
painting.
But I got
But I got
so
so
excited
excited
when we look in at
when looking at
pageantry, and I fell
pageantry,
in
and I
love
fell
with
in
the
love with
evening
the
gowns
evening
and the
gowns and the
costumes.
costumes.
I
I
just
just
really plunged
really
into
plunged
it and
into
went
it and
after
went
it.
after it.
So, Ken, you wanted to
Yeah. So how all of this for a young guy, how it started with you, and what was the reception of your family and your friends that here it is, we have a guy who is going to do fashion.
So I'm gonna
So
be
I'm gonna
very
be
honest
very
about
honest
that, and
about
I'll,
that,
I'll
and
never
I'll never
sugarcoat it
sugarcoat
because
it
I feel
because
like
I feel like
everybody has a
everybody has a
journey and they
journey
should
and
be
they should be
genuine about
genuine
it.
about it.
Right.
Um,
Uh,
when I
when I
plunged
plunged
into
into
fashion, it
fashion,
was
it was
through a
through a
designing
design
competition for
competition for
students
students
in
in
2009
2009
called
called
FACS,
FACS,
Fashion Arts
Fashion
and
Arts and
Creativity by
Creativity by
Talented
Talented
Students,
Students,
which was
which was
the brainchild of
brainchild of
Natasha
Natasha
Martindale and
Martindale and
renowned
renowned
designer Michelle
designer Michelle
Cole.
Cole.
And
And
I
I
represented my
represented my
school, Queen's
school, Queen's
College,
College,
then in the
then in the
competition, and I
competition, and I
emerged the
emerged
winner.
the winner.
Now, I
No,
was
I was
attending,
attending,
this was
this
actually
was
a
actually
live
a live
reality
reality
show,
show,
and I
and I
signed up
signed
without
up
my
without my
parents
parents
knowing.
knowing.
Oh wow.
I was
I was
attending
attending,
I was
I was
attending the
attending the
sessions and
sessions
so
and so
on,
on,
with my
with my
grandparents
grandparents
taking me
taking me
without
without
telling my
telling my
parents.
parents.
And
And
I
I
eventually they
eventually
found out
found out
because it was
because it was
aired on
aired on
national
national
TV.
TV.
Oh
I
wow.
was
I
well
was well
scolded.
scolded.
Oh really?
But they
Oh,
But they
said,
said,
you
you
started, so you
started, so
gotta
you gotta
finish.
finish.
And
And
you
you
know,
know,
um, being
being
someone who's
someone who's
always been
always been
academically
academically
inclined and
inclined
who's
and who's
always been
always been
I've
I've
always been
always
at the
been at the
top of
top
my
of my
class,
class,
if not
if
to the
not to the
very
very
top,
top,
somewhere at the
somewhere at
top.
the top.
And
And
so when
so
you
when
go
you
to
go to
Queen's
Queen's
College,
College,
traditionally your
traditionally your
family would
family would
expect you
expect
to
you
be
to
a
be a
lawyer, a
lawyer, a
doctor,
Right.
an
Right.
doctor,
engineer, or
an
something of the sort.
engineer.
And
And
I
I
remember the
remember the
first day
first
in
day in
formal,
formal,
you had
you
to
had to
stand and
stand and
say what
say
you
what you
wanted to
wanted to
become,
become,
why you're
why
here
you're
at
here at
Queen's
Queen's
College.
College.
Right.
And I
And
said
I
I
said I
wanted to be
wanted
a
to be a
fashion
fashion
designer, and the
designer, and the
entire
entire
class
class
laughed
laughed.
Oh
because
wow.
Um, at that point, it was difficult for me, being young, being, I think, about 13 years old. That's hard to understand. But now growing up, you can understand. Maybe at that time they weren't able to comprehend what that entails and the kind of effort and work and skills that it requires. So it wasn't the easiest road from the beginning, but everyone is in tune now. Everyone is aligned with the excitement of it and supportive, and it took a while to get there, but I'm glad that we're there.
Yeah, you did good. Sometimes it is just because being a male, they and wanted to go into fashion, they would, it brings up it makes it harder for you to do what you dream of doing, because it's usually they want the ladies, the ladies know the fashion, but the men have the eye and the insight as well of what they like to see, I believe.
I definitely feel so. Going through high school, there was a stigma attached to it. I was literally I dealt with the bullying, I dealt with the name calling, and um, I one of the things that I've realized, I didn't realize it firsthand. It's a lot of the designers that inspire me. I mean, they're the top designers in the world, like Alexander McQueen and Michael Cinco and Zuhair Murad. They're all men, and these are some of the most sought after fashion designers in the world. In my mind, I'm thinking, why not me?
Hmm.
Um, since you're saying that, how do you deal with the negative criticism that comes with that, if any?
I feel the negativity with regards to that particular stigma for me has stopped, and I think I always tell people that your work should speak for itself.
Right, right.
For me, if you have to sit or stand and explain all the time what you're doing, then something is wrong with what you're doing. Something is missing. And for me, if you present yourself in a respectable manner and you deliver for what you stand for, then there's no need to even sit and try to explain yourself to anybody. The work should speak for itself. And I think that's what has been happening now. The negative comments are less. Of course, also running any business, if you want to go into that regard, there are the people who don't necessarily like what you do, maybe the type of clothing or whatnot. You can't please everybody. Everybody has their own perspective, their own kind of things that they like, the kind of things that they don't like when it comes to fashion. And so I stay true to my aesthetic, and it's either you honor it or maybe you choose the designer who has the aesthetic that suits you. And so criticism should always be taken constructively,
Hmm.
and from that you can learn to be better and how to respond to that or not to respond. Not to respond is even a form of responding.
True, true.
As an entrepreneur too, but you have the business sense as well, because I believe I read as a child you always made things, and you like to set up a shop in your yard, and when you
Yes.
were growing up, you know and you had this business sense coming on to you, that you always wanted to do business and be creative at the same time. And I mean, you found your dream. You did what you dreamt of doing. How was this practice? Tell us a little bit about how you did all of that as a
um
child. Doing what were you
as
selling? What were you doing?
So like I said, my family was an extended family, two houses of all family, and I would literally use the things from my mom's kitchen. Literally go to the next house and in Guyana you must go and ask for something. And you
Let
create.
me
I would
want to
create
sugar. Let me
whatever.
check.
I always like cooking and so on. So I would create whatever, whether it's tamarind ball or
Oh,
a
wow.
little mango or something. And you take some mommy little bench in the yard or a little table and you set up, you throw a little tablecloth out,
Oh,
you set
really?
up and you sell back the things that you got from the people in the yard to the same people in the yard.
Yeah, that showed that you had a bright future ahead of you. I just want to read a comment here. Oh, Romola Prasad. She's like my fashionista here in New York. She's very well into clothing and all of that. She says, Randy, you choose quality. I admire your creativity, tailored and uniqueness. Very admirable by her. So kudos to you.
Thank you
And
so much.
yeah, yeah. And Pamela Passad, she's also saying great story explanation, Randy. Congratulations. There's a lot of congratulations by a lot of the viewers here already.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So you started designing at the age of 15, if I
Yes.
no, right? And I believe one of your teachers, her name was Miss Lewin Jackson. Luan, I don't know how to
Yes,
pronounce
Luan.
Luan. I wasn't sure if I was pronouncing it correctly. She saw your potential and encouraged you, right, to follow your dreams, your passion. Were all your teachers encouraging, or you had to battle your way to achieve your goals?
Oh my God, you went there. um, so going to Queens College, I feel like this is even a problem nationally. The arts, they're not as honored as they should be. And so imagine being in Queens College and you're a student who's always at the top of the class. And so there are these expectations. Oh my God, he's gonna be one of the top ones at CXC. He's gonna be one of the top ones at Cape. And there's no focus on the art that you're trying to focus on. And so when I decided to enter the competition, there was a mixed crowd for the teachers. They're the ones who absolutely helped me to submit my application to enter. It was Miss Luan Jackson who really said, every time you draw someone is like so much attention paid to the clothing. And that's what she noticed. And she was already a fashion designer by profession as well. So she really mentored me even after leaving Queens College. We're best friends right now. My family and her family, we're very acquainted. And so I've always had that support, but I did have to battle my way through it because I wasn't in the art stream, I wasn't in the business stream, I was in the sciences. And so, being in the sciences are somewhat seen as the elite in that day in Queen's College.
Yes.
And so, being in the sciences, it was like, why are you doing art to some of the teachers? How is this going to benefit you? You're wasting your time, yada yada yada. But I really think I proved myself. I must say that my friends throughout Queen's College were very supportive, like very, very supportive. I remember when I competed for the competition, my classmates as well as some of the other students in school, they had a card passed around like throughout the levels, and everybody signed it and said best of luck. My headmistress was sitting at the front of the runway that night of the competition. And so were some other teachers. So they were the ones who I think generally couldn't comprehend where this was going to go at the time, and maybe they didn't see the vision. But there were others who saw the potential, and I'm here because of those who really saw the potential. I think it even allowed me to be stronger for those who didn't accept. It made me feel like, listen, I have to use this as fuel to ensure that I prove myself.
So technically, I'll say you were a super achiever because in the sciences and the arts and everything, you were acing everything. But you followed what your heart wanted, what your dreams were, and I am so proud of you. So proud of what you've achieved
Thank
so
you.
far. So much.
Let me ask you: did you had any did you pursue went to school for fashion design, or you just off your inborn talent?
I think my talent, well, I believe my talent is God given. I never went to formal training for fashion of any sort. In my year when I did Queen's College, I went straight up to sixth form. And at the time, I was the when I finished upper sixth, I was the only student for Guyana who would have completed both units of art and design, which was a subject offered at the Cape level.
Wow.
And that in itself came with its difficulties, and I'm glad that you're doing a lot better with it now. Because I remember we didn't even have a syllabus in Guyana at the time, so I was literally using a syllabus from somebody from another country who sent me pictures of their syllabus to make this happen. But I knew that this is what I wanted, you know. And so I really and truly just wanted to go after it and not give up.
I know where there's a will, there's a way, and you found the way. So kudos to
Yeah,
you.
definitely.
Growing up, did you like watch a lot of fashion shows as a child? And if yes, what
Yes.
impact what impact these had on you? Were you watching like things that could have been better? You know, things that you think you could have done better at the
um,
time.
I was
I mean,
always
you were a
inspired
child.
by fashion shows, and the thing with me, I'm always yeah, yeah, yeah. I always wanted to find ways to figure out how could I create something this beautiful on my own and genuinely on my own when I look at fashion shows, and I'm like, oh my God, that is beautiful. How am I going to master those techniques? And um, I think let me jump back on Ken's question to answer it properly. So I did after winning the Fox 3 competition, I got a year mentorship from Michelle Cole. And that mentorship was 2009 and it still continues. I'm still learning from Michelle. We're still very close. And I would have learned so from my grandmother. But in terms of the technicality of what I do and my brand, we pride ourselves in nailing the details from hand beading to hand applique to feather work to carnival costumes to costumes for Miss Universe. And those things come from literally research, trial and error, um, going to boutiques and seeing things that I may not have ever done. And you steal a little moment and you take a peek on the wrong side and be like, oh, this is how this is done. I can do this. I can manipulate this to even further the technique. And so a lot of it is very self-taught, and I never back down from a challenge. And my clients will tell you that because they're always in the pageant world, we're always looking to evolve, especially because you always got to do better this year, better than last year.
Hmm.
And so that's how I learned to do a lot of what I know to do.
So I'll say you're now an icon in the fashion industry. What message or advice would you like to give to the young generation of today who wants to follow in your path?
I love this question because um, I've had one answer for this question for quite a few years. In 2014, is it 2014? I think it's 2014 or somewhere there. I attended a runway show in St. Kitts and Nevis where I was the featured designer. And I met the producer of the show. Her name is Cairo Griffith, and Cairo said to me at the dinner after the runway show, I was the youngest designer there. Mind you, everybody else could probably be my mom or my dad. And she said to me, Randy, you're one of the most humble people that I've ever met. And I think that's one of the most beautiful comments that anyone can give you. And she went on to say that I want you to understand that while you need to remain humble, you also need to understand your worth and do not compromise it. And that comes with knowing who you are, and it's very important to figure out who you are and what you want and really stand by it. And for me, that message of having humility and understanding your worth at the same time, should force you to propel yourself to higher grounds every day, to grow every day, and to stand your ground and go after what you want. Maintaining that humility. I feel like if you can, nothing good comes easy, and if it's easy, there's a lack of appreciation for it. And I just want to let young people know that you cannot wake up one day and say I want to be a designer and be a designer next week or tomorrow or next month. You have to really go after it and fight for it and know your worth and stand your ground in the industry.
They do. Yeah.
So, Ryan, let me ask you, how you come up with your design? Do you draw or you go on the computer and you draw on the computer? How do you do it?
So I'm old school. Like I said, I've had a very artistic background. I can draw, I can sculpt, I can paint. I can do quite a few things. I can even weave and a little bit of knitting and all of that. And so for me, I'm very big on actually using your hands. I'm not big on a lot of the modern technology. And so I feel a lot more genuine and excited and enjoy the process more when I'm literally doing my fashion illustrations using either ink or crayons or pencils or paint or whatever. And so I do my custom illustrations and usually we present it to the client. Of course, we'd have a briefing with the client before we get to the illustrations, we present it to them, and once they approve, we go straight to production and boom, there comes an outfit.
Good, good.
You make it sound so easy, but I know it's not.
You know.
Even doing hemmings and all of that, I'm challenged about doing all of that. But Randy, I want to ask you, where do you see the fashion industry going in Guyana? Are you designers being given your due recognition? I know the fashion industry involves lots of hard work, as you said, creativity and talent. But how do you see this industry expanding?
I am very glad that you asked that question because up to early this evening, I was having a discussion with the talented Keisha Edwards of Shasha Designs, who would have just hosted the Moonlight Stories event, which is literally the Met Gala of Guyana. And I think with events like that, and even the project I'm working on, the Miss Guyana Culture Queen pageant, which goes hand in hand with fashion, as well as other designers who are having their own runway shows, who are having runway shows to host other designers. I think we're growing. I think I'm well traveled around the region for work. And from what I have seen, I believe that Guyana could literally be the fashion hub of this part of the world. I think we have that potential. We have some of the best designers. The Miss Caribbean Culture Pageant, which is the international leg of the Miss Guyana Culture Queen Pageant. In 2019, that's the year I acquired the franchise. And I would have had Ariane Dahlia Richmond represented Guyana, who was hand selected. There was no national project. And believe it or not, the top three were Miss Trinidad, St. Kitts, and Guyana. And the entire top three were dresses by Guyanese designers.
Good.
And that in itself is mighty and powerful. Are we getting the juice that we deserve? I really don't feel so, to be honest. I feel that there's a lot of support that is needed. I know there is the effort of the Baruch School of Arts to have a program for fashion designers and so on, but I would love to see that program extended maybe to the University of Guyana, where someone could even actually have a degree in fashion design that is recognized. And I think apart from learning or studying to be a designer, it also serves to preserve some of the more traditional design techniques in Guyana, like those from the Amerindians, like the weaving and the tie dye from our African brothers and sisters, and from the Indian culture, all the hand beading and details and so on. I think it would really serve to preserve that. So I really feel that we need that support, and I think some of it is there. I wouldn't say there is none at all, but I really feel like a lot more can be done. And I think by having a good fashion industry that has like good productions and shows and presentations and so on, it could even improve the tourism sector.
Mhm.
So it's a matter of having a vision for it and looking at it from a holistic perspective. And I really hope that we get to that point, considering we're the fastest growing economy in the world. I don't think any industry should be left behind, especially our art and fashion industry.
You just made me realize what a rich culture we have in Guyana, different cultures. And if you guys work on the combination of all of this, what a wonderful, what wonderful fashion it will be in Guyana. We have so many, as you just said, I never thought about that.
You know, I know.
Combining
Yeah.
different,
Sonia Noel is my
mm,
friend.
mm.
I interviewed her before. What do you want to do?
Before we go on, I just wanted to do a shout out before
Go
we
ahead.
lose some of the we sometimes it rolls over and we lose some. All right, shout out going out to Naraindat Shivdat all the way from Canada. Thank you for logging on. Judy Prasad Lidro, our friend Ramola Prasad, Pamela Prasad, Gypsy. Hey Gypsy, you're on too. How are you doing?
Well, Gypsy,
Um,
thank you very much for hooking up to help make this happen so we
mhm.
get a hold of Mr. Randy.
Yeah. Anita Morris, how are you doing? Mina Rampal, how are you, Mina? Shaliza Ali, and my friend, my dancing partner, Nalini Naidu. Hello, Michael and Nalini. My daughter, Anjani Olarte, how are you doing? Stanley Ramsaran, and who else do we have, Ken? I
Also,
just saw Sheila Matapus.
Matipasad,
Yeah, that's one of my friends
John
too.
from
Hey,
Queens.
John, welcome on board.
Also, I want to say our deepest sympathy to Rita Singh. She lost her mother in Florida. So, on behalf of myself, Radhika Olarti, all our viewers, we'd like to extend to you and your family our deepest sympathy. May God bless mommy. And I know that you love mommy. So, that's about it.
All right, let's get back to you, Randy. Glamorous, exotic designs, sexy, daring, sheer designs. You mentioned innocent nude underlay, right? With 3D flowers, right? I've been checking up on your designs too. I saw the picture of that gown and I was mesmerized by that gown that I'm talking about. Risque necklines, sophistication. How do you balance out all these trends?
So as you said earlier, I believe any fashion designer should set their own trends and not necessarily follow trends. And one of the things that I think my team and I have such an amazing team, and I'm most grateful for them. I must say that most of our team, they're single mothers, and we're very happy to have them. They're A1. They get the details to the T, and it's not a Randy effort, but a team Randy Madrid effort. And
That's nice.
balancing is very important to us. And I would always illustrate, and from that, before I even present to the client, we edit, and we would say sometimes the client come and say, "Hey, I want some cleavage. I want my back out. I want my legs out. I want everything out." And we would say, "Listen, what's your occasion?" And we try to create that balance. And so, if you're gonna do risky, we're gonna do it in a way that is sophisticated
Mm.
and presentable. We want you to look as though it's luxurious. For me, if you're gonna go to a designer to make you something custom and one of a kind, it needs to look like luxury. It needs to look refreshing and outstanding. And For the details, we have access to some of the most amazing suppliers in the world, from India, the Middle East, some in New York, some in Panama, in Europe, and so we have access to tons of things that would pretty much fit any client, and we're most grateful for them. So it's really a collective effort to bring it together and then balance everything. Sometimes the inspiration comes by maybe my supplier. Some suppliers, they send you fabrics every day. I would look at the fabric and a client would message me and say, "Hey, I want something red. It's for a pageant and whatnot." And I'll be like, "Oh wait, my supplier sent me something like 5 options of red yesterday. This one would be perfect for you and your body type and your complexion and all of that." And we match it and ensure there's a perfect balance of sophistication and risque and sexy and class, while at the same time matching the occasion.
Great. All right.
Let me ask you, who are some of the top end persons that you designed for in Guyana?
First and foremost, the one and only First Lady, Mrs. Arya Ali. She is an absolute favorite to design for.
Really?
Apart from, we all see she well statured position sometimes, but she's very down to earth, very welcoming. And I also designed for former president of the Bar Association, Pauline Chase. Pauline is a true fashionista. She has a tradition of wearing custom Randy Madrid gown to all the Bar Association dinners, and everybody's always looking forward to her gowns. It's a pleasure working for them, and I'm big on women empowerment, and to be a part of the process where you get to outfit these women to inspire other young women and to hold positions in such esteemed places. It's very exciting and very important that we're a part of that. And I even designed for Minister Unij Waldron.
I like
And
that.
she,
The minister,
she
right?
yes, she's
Right?
very cool.
She is. Yeah. I met her in
Very
Guyana.
cool, very sophisticated. And I must say she's been doing an excellent job. I really see the things that she's been rolling out in the tourism sector, and I want to say kudos to her, and we're very excited to be a part of dressing her for some of these amazing events.
All right, Randy, we're gonna go to a song in a few minutes, but I have before we go, I know this month you're launching the Guyana pageant, right? Is in a few days.
Yeah.
But we're going to go more into details about that. But before we go on, our friend Ramola Prasad has two questions for you. She wants to know what is your favorite texture of material for a curvy woman? And she wants to know, did you vote today?
Okay, so for curvy women, what is important, and I think a lot of curvy women have a problem with, is sometimes, okay, you feel that, listen, I can't use the softest fabric because it'll probably print everything that I don't want to necessarily have out there. And then you second guess yourself, should I be wearing anything stretchy or not? The things that are structured will be very restricting, especially if you want to do something very fitted. And so you find a balance between that, something that has a little bit of structure and a little bit of stretch at the same time, that really makes you comfortable and really grabs the curves of your body and emphasizes them. I feel like a lot of curvy women have the impression that they need to hide it because they don't necessarily fit the Vogue model portfolio. But curvy's in, curvy's trending, and we should embrace women regardless of who they are. And that's one thing that we pride ourselves in. We at the Random brand, we cater for every woman regardless of her size. We would make it happen for you and not restrict you in any way or the other to be who you want to be and to wear what you want to wear. And as I always tell people, it's not about looking good. When you leave my studio, I want you to feel good. I want you to feel confident. I want you to feel excited to put on that garment.
That's right. Show them curves and let them girls breathe.
Yes.
Let them girls breathe, right?
You're coming along with carbs and no
Yes.
breaks, as they
Right.
say. All chords, no breaks. All right, we're gonna go to a song, Randy, and can
Stay,
you're gonna show us the girls?
yeah,
Yeah.
stay on there. Let me say, John
John.
from Queens. Good evening, Harish. Sylvia, good evening to you. Thank you very much for tuning in. The beautiful Miss Ramola Prasad, thanks for watching. Joni Mohabir, good evening to you. Thanks for watching. We have Michael Nalini Naidu. She's a Miss Fashionista. I'm sure that anytime you come to New York, she would want to meet you. Hafiza Khan, good evening to you. Thank you very much. And Miss Anjali, I see your daughter put up a nice post today, which I really love. But let's go one of our favorite songs that's we're gonna play now. Let's talk about how we get
Song coming up right now. The Put the girls sample
Welcome back to
Wow.
From Our Hearts with Radhika and Ken on Island Zone Radio. And guess what? We have Tara saying, watching. Good evening, my dear. We also have, what's her?
Lisa
Lisa Harper. A
Harper.
very good evening to you, darling. Thanks for watching. and we have as Radhika said just now, both of them are fashionista, both of them are peachy today. So I am between two peachy people now. So that's a great thing.
Now,
So go
whenever
ahead.
Randy, whenever you're here in New York, I need a consultation. I need.
Great, no
No
problem.
problem.
Okay, or if I come to Guyana, yeah, hook me up with a consultation.
But Randy, I just came back from Guyana and I went to, I was a nurse in Guyana. So at the GPHC fashion, what they had,
The pageant.
the pageant, I was there and I met some of
Yes.
the girls. But the thing is that I did not know that I was going to interview them. But I did went up and I spoke to, what's her name? Oh Lord, how I forget that girl name now? She's a
Kilo.
huh? She's a popular
You're talking about
girl.
Kilo?
Kayla, yeah, Kayla King. Actually, Kayla
Yes.
King mom, who is a nurse, we went to nursing school together. So I went up and I spoke to Kayla and I asked her to interview her sometime. Also, there was a very tall girl there that caught my attention. I was like, oh my God, that girl is very tall. Before Radhika come back on, I hope that after the pageant is done, that probably we could get the winner on and we can get to ask her some question. We could get you along with her or the three girls, the top three. I don't know how you got it. So after all is done, we can talk to them. But go ahead, Radhika.
We are rooting for some of the girls to come on next week, right, Randy? You're trying to
Yes,
get
yes, definitely.
So let's talk a little bit about this upcoming pageant that is being launched, the Miss Guyana Culture Queen on June 24th.
Yes, that's correct.
The 2023 pageant. The winner will be representing Guyana in the Miss Caribbean Culture Queen pageant to be held in St. Kitts and Nevis in August. All right, tell us more about this upcoming pageant.
Okay, so Miss Caribbean culture, I've started traveling to the pageant through working for other countries for the pageant. A few years ago before COVID, and working for other countries, and then we've had participations from Guyana, and it really ached my heart because I felt like we needed to do better for our representation. Guyana is so beautiful. Guyana has so many beautiful women, young women that could really benefit from this opportunity. But apart from finding the young women, we need to support them as a country. We need to support them from the government, the private sector. It's really not easy. There's a lot of requirements that you need to cover to compete in international pageants, and it really aches my heart to be working for another country and then see Miss Guyana on the stage. And I could have maybe helped here, I could have helped there, but sometimes when I get there, then I realize that okay, there's a Miss Guyana that's going to be there, or things like that. And so I wanted to do better for Guyana because Guyana is really close to my heart. And after some time, I was able to. I had some discussions with the international owner, and I was able to solidify having an annual contract of the franchise from the year of 2019. And that is when we would have hand selected Arian Dalia Richmond, who represented us. Back then, we weren't, this was new to me. I didn't do a national leg. We didn't have the time to. So we said, you know what? We think she's the ideal girl to really represent Guyana. And she placed first runner-up. To my knowledge, it's the first time that Guyana placed in the pageant. And, under the direction of our team, we felt at that point we were doing something right. To grab a placement with such short preparation time and, to our first try at this. And so I thought, my team and I, we thought it best to extend this opportunity to young women across Guyana. Let them compete for it and let them compete for the opportunity to be a true ambassador for Guyana, who markets and sells culture and stands on a platform that serves to preserve our culture and not have it lost with all that is happening in this 21st century. I feel like a lot of the little beautiful things that we grew up knowing. And I think you guys are much older than me. You've experienced a lot of the little nitty gritty things from Guyana's culture that is important that we keep, from eating in enamel plate and go in and have a swim in the black water by the canal and things like that are so important. And culture doesn't necessarily lead to religion or any particular form of ethnicity, but the true culture of Guyana is multifaceted, and we've all adopted each other's culture regardless of race and ethnicity. And we want to preserve that. And so we launched the Miss Guyana Culture Queen pageant earlier this year, and we held our casting. We had 29 applicants, which is a huge number, and we narrowed them down to 10 young ladies. We had our sashimi ceremony, and we unveiled the roar of the jaguar, which is the name of our crown. Our crown is specially designed for Guyana, and on the crown you can see references of our national flower, as well as references from the coat of arms depicting our national animal, the jaguar. And I feel that we needed to push the envelope and do more, and not just get like a little store-bought thing to give to these girls for all the efforts they're doing. And I wanted to really raise the bar for pageantry in Guyana, the way it's done, and most importantly, the experience for the young ladies, so that it's something that is fulfilling, where they can learn new skills, new talents, go through the workshops that we would have prepared for them, to empower them to tighten up on their skills, teach them new skills, make them better at the ones that they know, to showcase their talents. And I think if the experience is fulfilling and they can have that excitement and fun in all of it throughout the journey, then regardless of if you win, draw, or lose, it should have been a fulfilling experience. And an experience that makes you want to go on further and even not give up. Maybe try again. Maybe try at another pageant. Maybe try at another platform to be an ambassador for Guyana, even if it's not pageantry. And more so, better themselves personally. And so we're on to our coronation. And that's next week on the 24th of June.
I believe that each of the girls, getting the crown or not, just being in the pageant, you're already a winner. So,
Agreed.
yeah. So, Randy, all these girls, they come from different parts of Guyana or different
Yes.
counties. Yeah. Yeah.
Most definitely. Some of the girls are from Georgetown, the East Bank, the West Side, Berbice. We've had girls who didn't make the cut this year, but they were encouraged to prepare again, come again next year, who would have applied from Letem, Kokwani, up the Linden Highway, you name it.
Wow.
But unfortunately, in our first year, we wanted to give the experience of a lifetime to a batch of 10 delegates, and so we chose the best 10 from the lot who would have applied.
We want to say hello to Miss Shanti Jeffrey. Thank you very much, my dear, for watching. Also, Baby Moon watching from Canal in Guyana. Baby Moon Singh, who was a nurse in at the Georgetown Hospital. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, Randy, I want to ask you, you have the contract for the franchise or you acquired the
Yes, it
franchise?
is legitimate. I believe in doing things legitimately. Yes, even our on our team we have a legal officer, the talented Mary Andrew Ming, who ensures that we're in coordinates with everything that we do, from everyone who is hired for productions to the delegates, to ensure that everything is done in a way that is professional and on a standard that allows us to grow and evolve as the years go by. Because this is going to be an annual event, it's going to be an annual opportunity. So, with that said, like I said, I don't want to discourage any young woman who may not have made that top 10 cut. Always prepare, come again, try again. Don't give up on the dream.
And don't give up. Yeah, you can learn as the time goes by. Randy, I just want to congratulate you on this great achievement.
Thank you.
I know it's hard work and you're putting in everything, and you've opened up doors for all these young people there in Guyana.
But
Lots of doors.
but yeah, it's now 9:30. Can we pull it? You can stay up a little bit more, or you got to go?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
I don't have a
Randy,
bedtime.
I have a question for you. That's a personal question that I'm a judge for birds here in the United States, and when I'm walking
Uh-huh.
around, I could see the bird that I could tell it's going to be top of the bench. When you're walking around and you see all the delegates, do you think, oh my God, like Patricia, wow, she looks good. I think she could take this crown. Do those kind of things goes into your mind?
You know, as humans, we get thoughts like that, but I must admit, with
Right.
this batch of young women, I mean, as we would have discussed earlier when we were talking about my career, I would have worked with so many beauty queens and pageant contestants, and I would have assisted them in their journeys to going on to win crowns and all of that. And you would always be like, "This is my girl. I'm standing for my girl, and nobody can tell me anything else."
Right.
But I believe in being professional
Right.
and ensuring that everything is done in a professional manner. One of the things I pride myself in, I do not attend all the rehearsals. It's not necessary. I allow the coaches to have their time so the girls can have a true fulfilling experience. But when I do, I would literally ask the girls, I would take a few minutes, is there anything that you want to discuss? Do you have any questions? Are there any concerns? Do you need to see me privately to discuss those concerns?
Good.
How is the experience? Is there anything we can do to better it? And this batch of girls, and we can see that from the reviews from when we revealed our contestants. Everybody is literally like, who is going to win? Because they're all working hard, they're all extremely beautiful. Some of them have entered pageants before. The ones who haven't, you would believe they would have done 5 or 6 pageants. They're not allowing anyone to outshine them and so on. And so the girls are very competitive. And I think that their hearts are in the right way, the dedication that it takes to follow through with this journey. Because apart from all the glitz and the glam and the dressing up and so on, rehearsals are very intense. We even have the girls doing some dance classes, some exercises along the line of yoga and so on, so as to help them ensure that their mental spaces are protected and they're in the right place. And so really and truly, I am looking forward to see who wins. I am staying very far away from the things that I don't need to delve in as the franchise holder, so as to keep everything transparent and professional, and so as to allow we ensure we have the young lady who really put it out and who really deserves it. And yeah, pretty much. But I stay away from the favoritism. I try to impart as much knowledge as I can when they ask questions that would assist any one of them to grow as a contestant within the competition.
It's definitely going to be a tough call, this one.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Randy. How, with your sessions with the girls, what advice you give to them?
I remember our last session, I told them a lot of times we go into competitions, and I've seen this in pageantry, right? And it gets to me. I feel like there are two types of confidence. A lot of people build their confidence on not being so kind to other people. They build their confidence on breaking the confidence of other people. That makes you feel stronger that that person isn't confident anymore. And I talked to them about this, and I said, your confidence needs to come from a genuine place. It needs to come from a place where you would have set up yourself mentally, and in terms of mentally managing your time well, attending your sessions, completing your assignments, ensuring that you're prepared. If you have to make a to-do list every day, then you have to do that. And things like that build your confidence. Ensure that your space is positive, your support system is positive, ensure that the noise in your ears, you decide what you want in your ears, you ensure to mind your own pageant business. That's our first rule. And that means really and truly, you should make yourself the competitor. You should practically see where your strengths are, where your shortcomings are, and overcoming those shortcomings, overcoming whatever insecurities you have, that is winning. That is where you should win. That's why you make yourself the competitor. Compete with yourself that wasn't confident, yourself that wasn't secure about everything else. And once you overcome that, that is really and truly winning the competition. That's really and truly winning the journey. And for me, if you genuinely do that and build your confidence in that way, you would give 150% come the night of the pageant. And regardless of, what the outcome is, it brings a fulfillment that nobody else can give to you. If your confidence is based off tearing somebody else or breaking somebody else's confidence, and then you're still probably not awarded what you're hoping to be awarded, then your whole energy changes and you feel there's no fulfillment to you.
I absolutely
So
understand
it's
that.
really about self building.
So, Randy, there's an offer for you from John from Queens, Palmieri. He said, tell
Uh-huh.
him John from Queens 3 YouTube channel can promote your videos free of charge.
Okay,
He,
awesome.
he, there. He is our local. He's our local promoter, right?
He does
He
our
he
thing on
does our
YouTube.
shows as well on YouTube. So if you want to contact him, we can send you the link. You
Of
can
course,
send
of
him.
course. I would be happy to. I appreciate it, John. Thank you so much.
So I want to regress a little bit. In 2020, you were selected by the Ministry of Culture to design costumes for Guyana Pavilion opening performances at the 2020 Dubai Expo. Wow, what a catch. What was that experience with that task being one of the biggest assignment ever? I know it must have been pretty exciting. You were in charge of showing the world the cultural diversity and beauty of Guyana, our land of many waters. How was that experience for you?
Oh wow. Everybody asked about this experience. Initially when I was invited to this meeting, believe it or not, my first response was no. I was immediately terrified. We didn't have as much time as we would have hoped to really put it all together. At that time, that's how I felt, and I felt intimidated. And from further discussions and encouragement by the talented Alana Sibaran, and the amazing team that has been there, Mr. Tyndall and so on. They even prepared an entire PowerPoint presentation to show me what they're looking for. And I said, you know what, eventually after talking about it, I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And I immediately started sketching, and the team, they were very supportive. They were very open to my ideas, and we ensured that everything coordinated with the choreography, the overall vision of the team. I felt like it was a personal journey for me as well because it was my opportunity to showcase how I see Guyana through, a cultural eye, and how I would want Guyana represented in terms of fashion and creativity, to promote our cultural product. And it was quite exciting. An amazing journey. I've learned so much about the production and all it entails and how practical the outfits need to be for all the jumping and moving around and so on, as well as the young people that performed. Oh my God, they made full use of the costumes. They gave their all. They did an exceptional job representing Guyana, and I think we all came together and did something that Guyana should be amazingly proud of.
Great.
You know what I noticed too when I went to Ghana is that I was kind of not surprised, but our Guyanese nurses, they were so talented and man, they worked that stage. I was very impressed with them. which is a good thing. I was like, wow, our Guyanese girls rock their RNs and got their bachelor's degree. I want to say hello to Miss Nadia Mulchan watching all the way from Barbados. Mohammed Asgar says, hopefully he can design my costume for my lead actor role in Dream Chaser 2 movie, which is a good thing.
So
Hey, you never
Mohammed,
know.
Mohammed, you acting with me on that movie or what?
Kamini Ramjohn, a very good evening to you. Thank you very much. Shanti Jeffers says, awesome, Randy. And Apache Warrior, a very good evening to you. Thank you for tuning in. Miss Taramati Barker watching from Guyana. We have Nalini Boop Singh. Good evening to you. Thank you. Sabita Kumar. The beautiful Sherry Williams watching. Thank you very much. Miss Stella Hari Prasad, a very good evening to you. Also, one thing I want to say, and then we're going to play happy birthday song to Terry Gajraj.
I have a couple of birthday greetings that I want to send out.
So we could play all the stuff for
But
them.
let me ask Randy before we go, right? Doing a how long does it take to customize a gong, say a pageant gong, from consultation to the end product? Not an
Okay, so
ordinary gong, the gongs that you like to do with glass beads and pearls and white and black and silver mirror pieces and all of that.
a fully hand beaded gown from scratch, and I'm talking having my team literally sitting there and sewing one bead, one sequin at a time, and we get as detailed as that for an entire gown. I'll reference one of the gowns that we made that I'm very proud of. It was a milestone piece for me in my career. In 2018, I would have had the opportunity to design for the beautiful Leanne Kentich Rogers, who competed in the Miss Britain Universe pageant. And her gown was hand beaded, one bead at a time, head to toe. She won Miss Universe Great Britain. She was the first black woman to win. The gown was even featured on CNN,
Oh, wow.
BBC. And we took about 2 months to make that gown, one glass bead at a time, head to toe. The gown was yellow. We were literally seeing yellow after that. And we went on to design for her for Miss Universe, where we did a beautiful orange gown, which was even ranked number one by the leading pageant blog in the world as the best gown from the Miss Universe preliminary that year. And that was a milestone for me as well. And something like that, it took about a month and a half. And so we would always encourage clients, you want hand beaded stuff, you have to come ahead of time. But of course, depending on how much details, what the details are, what the techniques are, what the fabrics are, the time frame can change. So you can even reach out to us and get something maybe in 2 weeks, maybe in 3 weeks. And of course, when you're designing for prominent women like the First Lady and the amazing Pauline Chase, sometimes these people know that they have an event in 3 days or 4 days. You got to do the magic, and so there are the times that we do those too. But for pageantry, for sure, it's a lot of time that is invested, and sometimes you don't always get to do a fitting with the client, so you have to be so precise with every single thing that you do in terms of your dimensions and your placements and all of that. So it's a very tedious process, but we absolutely love it. I feel weird when I have a dress to do and I have no hand beading or no little detail to put on it because I like the glamorous aesthetic, but I absolutely love what I do.
Do you have a line of accessories as well, like pocketbook, shoes, belts, purses?
So I don't really do accessories. The most that we would jump into accessories is sometimes in pageantry they would require what you call like a creative wear. And for me, if you're gonna do something creative, it needs to be creative head to toe, and then we would kind of delve into that little realm of having the accessories done specifically to match the outfit, or we would do that for costumes as well. But to say that we do shoes and bags, I wouldn't say that out there. It is something that I really, really wanted to jump into fashion school to do because I absolutely love the idea of accessories, especially jewelry. That's something that's definitely on my agenda. So hopefully one day you can walk into our showroom and literally pick up something from head to toe and go home, get a shower, put on your makeup, and dress. Have no need to go anywhere else.
Awesome. I know we're going to go to the birthdays in a little bit. Time is running. But I have one more question that I need to get in just in case we don't have the time afterward. It's something you said and that has it's stuck in my head, impacted me a little bit. And I want to be like this person that you said. You said, and I quote, elegance is not being noticed. It's all about being remembered, right? Can you elaborate a little bit on this statement? We usually say, oh, we make an entrance. Nobody's going to forget that first entrance that you made. Uh, I got to say, personally, my goal will be to be remembered as well. So help me out here.
Okay, so a lot of times when people think elegant fashion, a lot of times it's misconstrued, and I feel like that is a term that is so personal to especially a lot of women. Your idea of elegance, Radhika, might be somebody else's, might not be the same as somebody else's idea of elegance. You may like something that is more simple with a little touch of glamour, while somebody may want to walk in with a dress that looked like you literally duck it in rhinestones. And there are different forms of elegance, and less is sometimes best than more, and it can give you that elegance that you're looking for. And that's why the idea is to be remembered. To be remembered is more on a personal level. I may create something that is over the top that may have rhinestones, feathers, a long train, and give to you. But what happens is maybe that dress might wear you and you wouldn't wear the dress. As opposed to if I gave you something that is more simplistic and elegant and I gave that to you and you embody the dress, you own the dress. And that is to me is what it means to be remembered. Being remembered is more on how you embody what you're wearing. Elegance doesn't come from what you wear, but how you embody it, how you carry yourself, how you wear it, and not allowing it to wear you.
That's a beautiful tip. I love it. Thank you for that. I read that and
Most
I was very
welcome.
impressed with that because I would love to be remembered and not just, luck either. Anyway, let's do some happy birthday greetings right now because you have a song ready. You played the wedding song already, but I just want to shout out a happy wedding to my nephew Naresh Dindial and his beautiful bride, Sarah Dindial. Shanta Flowers, do you have
Yeah, I don't
for
have
all
that.
your flower needs, let us contact Shanta Flowers. And Shanti Singh, she has her book out on Amazon. Tips for mom, tips for moms, parents in general, babysitters. This book was written by Tejwati Prasad, that is our very own Shanti Prasad, as many of us know her. And this book is currently on Amazon. Please do get your copy. And now to the happy birthday, people. All right. First of all, I'd like to say happy birthday to your son, Ken. His
Oh
birthday
yeah,
was recently.
right. Yeah,
A
yeah.
very happy birthday to him. And of course, to our legend, Terry G. Today is his happy birthday. The Guyana Babu. Happy birthday to one of my nephews, Yogeshwar Dindial, Vanessa Matura, Kavita Kayum. It was her
Oh,
birthday
happy
too.
birthday! Yes.
Yeah. And my great grand Naya Lachman, she will be 1 year old on Friday. So we got to celebrate that happy birthday to my friend Premo Govardhan. He's also a singer. Shanti Samad, Denise Babulal, all the way from Fort Lauderdale, and my cousin Mandy Singh Ram, also from Fort Lauderdale. Mike Sanasi from Canada, and viewers. We didn't see any birthday greetings on the post tonight. If you have any birthday shout outs, let us know. All right, over to you.
Okay, Miss Ganika, Ganika saying, Sanchara watching all the way from Canada. Good night, my dear, and thanks for tuning in. Also, Stella Hari Prasad, thanks for tuning in. Ramola Prasad, also, if you want your Indian fashion wear, please contact Ramola Prasad. I know she can put her number in the shout box there. Thank you very much, Ramola. And we have Mintry Sandra Ramprasad. Good night and thanks for watching. And I want to make a comment. I see Nadia Mulchinson, very well spoken young man. And I want to put my take on this. Yes, he went to Queen's College, right?
Yes,
In
that's
Guyana.
correct.
And, talking to him for the over an hour now, he's very articulate, he's brilliant, and I believe that he is such an asset for Guyana in terms of where fashion is concerned. And I'm glad that he is mentoring these girls because, sometimes when you have girls, they always fighting with each other. But I'm glad that you're showing them their worth and their value and to exude that which is good and beautiful. So continue to do that, and we
Thank
will
you so
go a
much,
far
Ken.
way. Not when they go to the pageantry, they fighting rather than showing their best, right?
So, just a quick comment on that. We had an interview. The girls are doing a media tour currently,
Right.
and they even went into the sisterhood that they have, and we literally see, all the girls may not be in the right place every day. We're humans. We got we down days, and as we say it, and the support that they have for each other, the love that they have for each other. Some of them in their interview times, they're like, "Oh my God, I have to work this time. I wouldn't make the interview, but your time is more available. Are you willing to switch?" And they're so willing to help each other to make it all work. It is absolutely commendable, and I must say that I'm so proud of them for approaching this in such a positive way.
Right.
All right. I think I have time for two more questions that I was interested in. If you can hold on a little bit. What is the Genesis X Utopia brand about? What is that?
Pardon me?
The Genesis X Utopia.
Oh, okay, good. So, as we know, Guyana has Carnival now. Guyana Carnival. We also have Cricket Carnival. So for Guyana Carnival, I have been one of the designers for Guyana Carnival. So apart from doing all the beautiful gowns, and we do bridal gowns, we do swimwear, we do all the things in pageantry, costumes, and so on. We even have been a part of Carnival. We've designed for Carnival for Guyana, the British Virgin Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, you name it. So we've been working in the industry. And the Genesis Band is from Hits and Jams, and they've been an absolute asset in ensuring that my brand grows. And it's always an honor to be working for them as one of their designers.
Beautiful. And just one more, my last question to you. You do different pageants right now. I mean, you're in charge of the Miss Jam Zone pageant.
No, I'm not.
Not? Okay. And what about a cricket carnival pageant?
Okay, so in those for those pageants, I work in the capacity as a designer.
Okay.
And so this Miss Guyana Culture Queen is the first pageant that I'm the licensed owner for.
Mhm.
It's not the first pageant I would have produced. The past two Miss Amerindian Heritage pageants, I've been hired as the producer, where I would have planned the show, train the girls, put on the actual production, and make it all happen with the team. But apart from that, in my bio, you would have mentioned that I work as a pageant coach as well. So a lot of times, young women who are competing in pageant would reach out not only for myself to design for them, but to prepare them for the pageant, to make use of the randomized team to help them get ready in terms of private coaching, building their talents, and the same thing that we're doing for our young ladies holistically as a pageant. We would do that for a young lady who would have reached out for our services to ensure that she's in the right place mentally, build her confidence, and is equipped with all the skills to compete. So pageants like last year, Miss Johnson, one of our girls won. We had two girls in the pageant, and then she went on to Miss Cricket Carnival, and she won the Miss Cricket Carnival pageant. So this year we also have another girl, Miss Trevelyan Harry. She is preparing, and hopefully we can win two in a row.
Yeah, we're rooting for you guys. We're rooting for you girls.
Thank
And
you.
just before you play the happy birthday song, we also have happy birthday greetings going out to Mintry Sandra Ramprasad actually pre-birthday greetings. But we wish all of you a very, very happy birthday, and may all your birthday wishes come true.
We want to say good night to Leela Evelyn out of Pennsylvania. Thank you very much. She is a nurse. To Rita Basdale, good evening to you. And it's nice to have Mr. Narayan Dat Sukram watching. Don't forget, on this weekend, this Sunday show, we'll be focusing on mental health with our youths, our teens. I don't know if we have time to ask Randy a question, but after I come back, so let's play a nice song for all those who are celebrating birthdays. You are watching From Our Hearts with Radhika and Ken right here on Island Zone Radio. We are on every Monday night, normally 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, same time as Guyana. So, yes, one person said, spread your wings, Randy, take some overseas offers. And she is from Barbados. So, hey, if you go in Barbados, just check out Miss Nadia Mulchin. She's a registered nurse in Barbados.
And Leila Evelyn, she also wants to know. She said you're a very talented young man, and she wants to know where they can see your work and support you. They want you to post a link where they can see what you do and support you with that. Whenever you can send it to us and we will post it, or you can post it on the chat as well. All right.
And don't forget, yeah, next weekend, we will have we're going to at least try to get all the delegates to be in studio, not in studio here, via Guyana. So we are very hopeful. We'll have all of them. We'll have our questions ready, and we'll ask Randy to um, send us the names. I think we got the names though on the thing. So the grand coronation is June the 24th, 2023. And please, guys, support this. It's a great initiative for young people in Guyana, right?
And it will be held at the National Cultural Center.
Yes. Randy, do you want to say any closing remarks?
Yeah, most definitely. So I can be reached on Facebook via my Facebook business page, Randy Madre. And then you can find me on Instagram, Randy Madre underscore the brand. And you can see all my work, what we've been up to. You can also follow the pageant page, Miss Guyana Culture Queen, on Facebook and Instagram, where you can see all of our updates and so on. And we want to say thank you so much to all of our sponsors who came aboard, and we are so grateful for Corporate Guyana. We cannot do this alone, and the delegates cannot do this alone. And while Ken would have mentioned this is a great opportunity for young women, I feel we as the business community, because I'm a businessman myself, we all have our patriotic responsibility to give back to the growth of Guyana in whatever sector we see fit. And it's an opportunity for everyone to be a part of it. Because I can see safely, even the coronation, I'm not designing anything for the coronation. We've opened the opportunity to other designers, other performers, artists, singers, dancers, acrobats, you name it, we're gonna have them. And it's really something to celebrate Guyana, and people, all of Guyana can look forward to this annually. And we're just so excited. Thank you so much for having me. This was quite a good conversation,
Our
and I
pleasure.
really enjoyed the program.
Our pleasure. There, Nadia Molchan is asking again for your outing page. She wants you to
It's
repeat it.
Randy dot Madre. Sorry, Randy Madre underscore the brand.
So yes, and so next week we'll have all the delegates, which we'll interview them, and so that would be a great thing. And it also gives this young girl a platform to talk to, to help them as in public speaking. So that would be great. I also have all their pictures already, so I will make a little video so we could play them during the week. So Marjorie, I want to say we didn't start off nice from the last time you were supposed to be on. This was supposed to be on a long time, right? A couple of weeks now.
Yeah,
But
and we both had our issues, and then I think in light of the tragedy that happened in Guyana, it was only fit that we take our time and honor the young women who would have lost their lives.
right, right, right. I know it's 10 now, and I wish we could have talked about that a little bit, but you know what? We will talk another
Next
day.
week. Next week you're on again with the girls, so we can. Next week let's go the full 2 hours. Time runs out so quickly. So
Yeah. This is very good, and ensure you have your questions because they're A1 with the interviews. I'm so impressed with
Okay.
Oh,
them
thank
through the media
you.
tour. I'm very proud of them.
Thank you so very much.
We got some
Yes.
good questions for them next week
Yes.
too.
Let's get ready to welcome the girls. We wish all of you so much, so very good. Good luck to each contestant. And yeah, they're going to do their best that they can. It's going to be a tough job, but as I said before, they are all winners. They are all winners just getting there. And for those who did not make the cut this year, next year, maybe your chance. Just keep working towards your goals. All right, Randy, has been a pleasure. You have been you have been very articulate in explaining to us the fashion and what goes on. So, and you will have a lot of clients if you came over here. A lot of people interested.
Yeah, walk with your team when you come. You know.
I'm actually in New York maybe 6, 7 times a year, but my trips are very short.
Okay.
Okay.
So I had the pleasure of meeting Gypsy, who she and I we had the most fun
Gypsy is a
one day.
sweetheart. Mm.
So
Gypsy is a
hopefully I
sweetheart.
get to
When you
meet up
come,
with you
make
guys the
sure.
next time I'm there.
Yeah, let us
Make
know.
sure we meet in person. Even if
Yes,
make sure we
for
do.
sure, for sure.
No, we're gonna do an interview in the studio.
Yes,
You'll
of
come in the
course.
studio, you know?
Yeah.
So you see the
That sounds
vibes of
fun.
everything, right? Randy, thank you very much for giving us your time and have fun in all the preparation and tell the girls that we are excited to be talking to them next week. All right? Have a great
Awesome.
night, everyone, and
Yes.
thank you very much for watching.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Love
you. Bye, everyone.
Bye
Thank you so
bye.
much.
God bless your hearts and all your other vital organs. See you next week.
All right.
Mhm.